All right, this video is for Dave. I have your quads finished up. So I have your TP3 and your what's this one? The Primo? Yeah, Primo. So this one you just needed set up in Betaflight. It did that weird thing where I've seen it before on the Crazy Bee flight controllers where you go to the modes tab and there's no modes. There's nothing there. You can't do anything. You can't set up any modes or do anything with the modes, which is really weird. But when it does that, you just have to reflash it. So it's actually a good thing because now you have a better firmware on there. So that's all set up and ready to go. So we'll do that one in a second. We'll do this one first. This is the TP3, and what you wanted on this one was Crossfire and a new VTX. So you got both. The Crossfire Nano is right here on the back side. They're side by side next to each other. So you got the Crossfire right here, and then you got the VTX right here, and that's a tiny tank. So you can see the button if you need to get to the button for the VTX right there inside from the front here. Maybe you can get through it from this hole, maybe. And then the bind button for the receiver, you can get through the back hole right here. And you probably can't see any of that because it's dark and a little blurry. But yeah, it's right there. You can see the bind button right there. You probably won't need to push the bind button though. I never do, usually. If you plug the battery in and you see a red LED on the receiver, then you will need to push the bind button. But if you see a flashing green LED, then you don't need to push the bind button. All right, so this one's already bound up. This one, I don't know what's up with this one, but like I had to, I guess the flight controller is turned because at first I thought it was the Mamba because the USB was over here, but then I was like, no, because the USB would be in the back on this side if it was the Mamba FC. So it's turned. So I had to remap the motors and do the orientation for the flight controller. So that's all good to go now, though. Let's plug it in. There's your video. And that's with it bound up and ready to go with the radio on. So it's looking really good. I don't see any black lines at all. Like none, which is crazy. So, yeah. All right, let's do a hover. Here we go. Flying nice and smooth. I wasn't gonna punch it because I only have a 2S on there, and this is definitely not a 2S quad. So, oh, I totally forgot. You also got a new antenna. So you got the new Foxeer Lollipop Micro, and you were worried about it hitting the props. So I zip tied it up here. So there's no way it's ever gonna be even close to the props. And it's way smaller than the other Lollipop that you had. Like a third of the size. So, yeah, this one's good to go. This one. So there wasn't anything on these connectors, and one of them popped out actually. So I did what I used to do on these, and that is I put super glue right up in here. And then I put heat shrink over it and heat shrinked it down. So these connectors will never come out now. That's for sure. All right, so let's do another hover. Old mother hover. Oh my God. Well, let's Okay. Plug it in. And do a little hover. This one's flying really nice too. It's on 4.1.7, so it's flying really nice and smooth right now. So yeah, this one's good to go.
Telemetry lost.
So yeah, both of them are good to go. I'm going to get them boxed up and shipped out, and I'll send you over tracking as soon as I have it. All right, thanks, Dave.